This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.
President Bola Tinubu has announced that 51 of the more than 300 students who were kidnapped by bandits from the St. Mary Catholic Primary and Secondary Schools in Niger State have escaped from captivity. The announcement follows the closure of all educational institutions in the state at least until January 2026. Joining the conversation is Ibrahim Ndamitso, who is a journalist in the state. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining the conversation.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Can you give us an update, really, just the latest development regarding this bit of good news in what is a very dark time in Niger State?
Yes. Of course, everyone is aware that the kids were taken on Friday night and, early hours of Friday. So right now, what is happening is that 50 kids between Friday and Saturday escaped, and this was largely due to the car breakdown while the bandits were transporting them to wherever they were taking them to, and some of the kids escaped and reunited with their parents. And ground sources also revealed that, yes, a few of the parents have confirmed the return of their kids, but again, we are still having over 200 of these kids still in captivity, and a lot of parents are around the school premises trying to get information about the whereabouts of their kids.
So, Mr. Ndamitso, you say 50. I know that Khan has also confirmed 50, but in the president's announcement to the country yesterday, he said 51. Can you clarify that disparity for us?
Yes, even the entire 50 is a Herculean task confirming from each of the parents, because a few minutes ago I spoke to some ground sources who told me that a lot of parents are, around the school premises trying to know where the whereabouts of their kids, and all attempts to get to some parents who have seen their children is abortive. But of course, the school is collecting kids from different parts of the state, particularly around the fringes of Agwara, Bargu, those local governments. So kids would have actually moved to their places within 2 days. But then to stay there 51 and 50, we will just hold the authority issuing this statement as responsible for these figures, not because it is the actual figure on ground. If you do a head count and you do a complete assessment of all of these things, but then Khan has made the names available, so we can test it.
You said that they were able to escape because their bus broke down. That's very interesting. Do you know how far away from the school it was that it broke down, and whatever the updates might be regarding those who were driving the bus?
Yes. If you let us understand the local government, Agwara local government is located in the north of Niger, and it border Kebbi, it border the popular Kainji Lake National Park. If you understand what is happening in Kainji Lake National Park, you will realize that there is nowhere else these kids will be taken to other than this park, because most of the park rangers have left the park due to incessant bandit occupation of this park. So bandits have practically made this park a warehouse, like a place they stay. And it is not just a camp. It's not just like one bandit camp. No, it's also a collection of terrorists, Mahmoudawa and the ISWAP. So it is like a full-fledged camp for different groups of terrorists and bandit groups, kingpins, to set up their camps. And so these kids will probably be there, and that's quite a huge distance. I mean, from Agwara to Kainji, it's not less than 100 kilometers to get there.
So we understand now that the state has decided to shut down all primary and secondary schools across all of Niger. Can you speak to us on what the reaction has been to that?
Yes. So where this incident happened is about 330 something kilometers away from Mina, the state capital of Niger State. In the history of Niger State, there has been two, mass abduction of school kids other than this one. The first was in 17th February 2021, where 27 kids were taken from Kagara School. Kagara is also a bandit prone community, quite a distance from Mina. Then on 14th again, June 2021, 150 children were taken from an Islamia. Now, to do the math is to isolate danger zone and understand where nothing has ever happened before. So shutting down the entire school is an admittance that the entire school is a red zone government. So if the government had come out to shut down the entire school earlier, it will be, we wouldn't have been talking about looking for any child right now.
Right.
So what the government has done now is to tell the whole world and to tell us that there is nowhere that is safe. Since government has also shut down schools just few meters from the government house.
Mr. Ndamitso, thank you very much for your time on this conversation. Ibrahim Ndamitso is a journalist in Niger State who joined us to give an update regarding the announcements President Bola Tinubu gave just yesterday, stating that 51 of the more than 300 students who were kidnapped by bandits from St. Mary's Catholic primary and secondary schools in Niger State have escaped from captivity. You're still listening to Radio Now 95.3 FM Lagos. We urge you to stay tuned. Our conversations continue shortly.
This is Radio Now 95.3 FM. Come for the news, stay for informed conversations.